Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Startup Garage podcast, your source for all things startup. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Jaime Siegel on the line, and he's the CEO over at FlipTix. Jaime, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks, Adam. Great to speak to you again.
So I'm excited to get into today's topic, how FlipTix is helping event planners and businesses drive increased profitability. So it's a new SaaS solution that you're unrolling. That being said, I want to get into it. But before we get into the SaaS part of things, let's talk a little bit more about FlipTix overall. Tell us a little bit more about the business, please.
Absolutely. You know what, Adam? It's great to be a part of a business that truly is doing something new and innovative. We are not a company that focuses on better, faster, or cheaper. We're doing something truly new. And that comes with a whole lot of struggles and pitfalls because we're creating the market. But our whole thing is that people leave events early. It doesn't matter whether an event is sold out, not sold out. It doesn't matter. People's lives take over. And they don't want to have their time dictated to them by the event organizers, whether it's sports or concerts. And we have created a platform that allows event promoters to capitalize and to drive profits out of those vacated seats by creating brand new tickets in the course of the event with dynamic pricing, bringing in the kinds of customers that aren't typically the kind of customers they target, because people that make last-minute buying habits are a little bit different than people that are planning in advance.
So what kind of response have you gotten kind of from the current platform? Just because to me it sounds like a win-win scenario, in my opinion. A lot of what you're doing is creating win-win scenarios.
Yeah, so we create 100% accretive revenue and data for promoters and teams that we partner with. So we've had a tremendous response. Since we launched in June 2018, we've done about 11 major events. We've integrated in with the largest festival ticketing platform, Fruntgate Tickets, that's a subsidiary of Ticketmaster. We've partnered with everybody from C3 Presents to Kaboo to Superfly and AEG Presents on a number of festivals. And what we found is that our business customers really like it because it costs them nothing to drive additional revenue. And we share our data with our partners so that they're able to get the benefit of learning about who our customers are.
That's awesome. Let's talk a little bit more about this conversion to SaaS and this evolution of becoming a SaaS solution. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So when we first started, we had the plan that we were going to be at music festivals or at events, and we'd have our FlipTix team out there to be able to engage and measure people leaving or engaging with people to get their tickets or wristbands as they're leaving and fulfill tickets. But we learned something really important last year. We learned that events already have everybody that they need at the event already. So what we realized is that FlipTix doesn't have to be there at all. In fact, the FlipTix brand doesn't need to be there at all. We just need to enable our B2B partners to be able to implement flipping. So that's what matters, is building the idea of what a flip is. And a flip is when someone is able to sell a ticket for a seat that has already been vacated. So we've built our platform with open API structure with the intention that ultimately every ticket that's sold is going to be flip enabled, and promoters will be able to turn it on or off at their leisure as to whether or not they want to be able to capture these vacated seats. And they were the ones that are going to keep 100% of the economics behind those flip sales.
Oh, man, I love that. And it makes a lot of sense, too, because now what it lets them do, in my opinion, is by giving them a little bit of the control on doing that, is that they're probably more likely to do a lot of the promoting, a lot of the other things with this, and creating that secondary market. I mean, I think it becomes really interesting long-term to see what they do kind of with the brand.
Yeah, actually, so I'm going to correct you there, and it's an important distinction. We are not a secondary market player. Secondary market is a resale marketplace. That is reselling a ticket that someone already has. We do not resell tickets. We resell space. We issue brand new tickets. So if customers are if fans leave an event, and let's say they have a wristband, we'll actually take back that wristband and destroy it, both for security for them, for their personal information, as well as security for fraud for our promoter partners, and we will issue brand new tickets. So we're actually talking now with doing digital ticketing on live streaming, right? Because our whole platform is digital. Most ticketing platforms are not 100% digital. We are, and that opens up some potential really interesting opportunities for us right now.
Oh, wow, that isn't. Thank you for the correction. Yeah, that's a lot more clear. No, I get it. So that being said, in terms of the just trying to get a feel for where you're at with the SaaS part of the solution and all of that, because a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs, investors listening, I mean, a lot of interested people listen to Startup Garage. Where are you at on the product? Like, where's it at on the launch for that part of it?
Yeah, so the SaaS, first off, our platform is built completely to support SaaS, and our initial rollout of this has started. We were supposed to be live at the Buku Festival in New Orleans in mid-March. Obviously, that didn't happen, but we had gone live before the shutdown with what we called a pre-event flip marketplace. And if you went to the Buku website, you were able to click through on the Buku website to their pre-event exchange, and it looked like you were still a part of Buku, but in fact it was FlipTix powering that.
Wow.
Where people could turn in tickets and get back box office prices when we matched them up with sellers, with buyers. And everything still sticks with our core philosophy, which is number one, integrity. Number two is about fan trust. So we never sell tickets for above face value, and buyers, except for our actual flips, pre-events a little bit, there's a small fee, but generally for flips, buyers never pay fees. So it's about being trusted and consistent with both our B2B customers and our B2C customers.
Man, that's awesome. So, Jamie, if somebody's listening to this and they want more information on FlipTix, what's the best way for them to get that?
So two ways. You can email me at Jaime, Jaime, at FlipTix.com, or you can go check out our website at FlipTix.com, FLIPTIX, and we have a full, we actually launched our web app earlier this year, so our website is fully transactional. Of course, we need live events to make that happen, but then there seems to be a dearth of live events these days, unfortunately. But you can find that information there right on our website.
Fantastic. Well, Jamie, great having you on the show today. Appreciate you sharing more about all the great things you're doing over at FlipTix. And to the audience, as always, hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store. If you're listening to this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Startup Garage, definitely give us a subscribe there, but also leave us some comments in the comment section. I mean, love to know what kind of things and projects you have going on. And Jamie, thanks again for coming on the show.